With the top four cemented into the semi-finals, we are now at the pointy end of the competition and everyone has their eyes fixed on the prize, the 2021 Australian Trophy. In a rematch of last year's grand final, Braden Meyer will now go head-to-head against Lawrence O'Toole. In 2020, O'Toole clinched the title from Meyer by a single hit. Who will come out on top today?
Obviously last year it was a bit laxy-daisy with that. I should have really won it, so this year I've put a fair bit of effort into it. It might not work off, but hopefully it does. And yeah, just trying not to let him beat me at the last bit.
Anyone that's made their mind up that they want to win is hard to beat. So anyone you go up against should be pretty hard to beat in general. It just happens that maybe I want to win more than most of them.
3, 2, 1, go!
This is a rematch of last year's final. Braden Meyer going up against Lawrence O'Toole. Last year, Lawrence O'Toole won it, but we are in semi-final heat number 1 here. And Braden Meyer with a distinct advantage as he moves over to the underhand chop. Using that quick axe of his, Lawrence O'Toole knows that he has really got some work cut out for him here in order to keep up with Braden Meyer on this discipline. He does have that single buck possibility to really do a good job to stay with Meyer, but Meyer gets a little bit hooked up there, maybe a bit too much pressure on himself to succeed this year, and now they move over to the single buck, and it is Lawrence O'Toole just a step behind Meyer as they both get those big, long 2-meter crosscut saws going. Now, this is going to be an interesting situation here with Lawrence O'Toole having the height advantage on this particular discipline, and it looks like he might actually drop that cookie ahead of Braden Meyer. He does, in fact, do that and moves over to the standing block chop, just about a stroke and a half, 2 strokes ahead of Braden Meyer. But Braden Meyer is just an absolute power hitter, so this is going to come down to who has got the stamina and the power to keep going at full force through the rest of these drives into that block. Lawrence O'Toole looking good on the backside. Looks like he could have done it. Oh, my goodness. And just one extra hit. Meyer does it in 1:17.16. O'Toole in 1:18.26. And it looked like O'Toole was going to drop it first, but the log just held on.
It's always disappointing not to make the final, but I put up a good effort there. I sort of wasn't much in it in the end. I probably just cut my standing block a little bit poorly, to be honest. A bit average in the front there, and that's what happens when you're against Braden. He's a class act.
Yeah, into the final, sort of left it all out on the table there against Lawrence. I sort of knew I'd put up a good cut, and yeah, happy to be through the final.
So with Meyer through to the grand final, there is only one more semi-final to go between Argent and Delosa.